Hey guys, today we're going to play a little bit of Octopath Traveler. I'm doing a bit of a random play here because I am just picking this game up out of nowhere. I bought it a long time ago. I bought it probably right when it came out. And unfortunately, like many games, I'm a bit of a schizophrenic gamer. I played the crap out of it, and then all of a sudden I just stopped for whatever reason. I probably got distracted by another game and never went back to it. And looking through my back catalog, I thought, man, this is a game I really should go back and play again. And I'm at like the perfect point to pick up too. So just to give you kind of a heads up of where I'm at, I am beating the second chapter for Cyrus. We're in the sewers currently and about to do that boss fight. And when I first did this boss fight, I got smoked. I mean, I got smoked bad. And most of this game, I've been fine. Like, I haven't had, any issues. I haven't had, many fights that I couldn't win. I bested just about all of it. But for whatever reason, with this one, I just got trashed by the boss. So I had to readjust my party. I had to come back. And give it another go, and I leveled up. I leveled up like crazy for this. Most of my guys are in the 30s now because I just I didn't want to get smoked. And then later on I'm going to knock out some of these other part 2s, but I figured I could knock out both of theirs at the same time. My main character is Therion. I'm on chapter 3. I beat his chapter 2 recently, and now I'm knocking out these two guys. So first I'm doing Cyrus, and then I will get to Tressa, but first we'll knock out this boss fight. And as far as this game goes, like I said, I picked it up when it first came out, and I loved it. And I'm not, let me actually get Cyrus set up here. Skills. Let's add the evasive maneuvers. What's this? What? How did I not realize these? Man, I've not played this game in a while. Skill and photos. Huh. Oh, that's because he's got all the... Okay, that's right. Yeah. I want evasive maneuvers. Yeah, I want that. I forgot I just added a bunch of second jobs to people. In fact, even though this will probably... let's knock this out real... Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. Let's leave it alone. Alright, perfect. So anyways, I bought this game when it came out, and I loved it. Initially I wasn't sure if I was going to buy it because I was kind of nervous that it was going to be just like a cash grab. Like, oh, hey, we're coming out with this JRPG, it's got a cool art style, we're going to cash grab off all the, JRPG nostalgia and, sort of take advantage a bit of JRPG fans and Nintendo Switch players. And I was scared that this game was just going to be a typical JRPG, your standard JRPG without any real innovations. And after getting the game and playing it, I was really pleasantly surprised at how much effort these guys put in to the battle system, the game mechanics. Now the story, the stories in this game, I mean, I don't know, they're fun. There's a few of them that are like, oh, it's cool, like Therion's is legit. Cyrus's to an extent is pretty good, but there's some storylines in this game that are so laughably bad, and but whatever, man. It's a fun game. I dig it. I dig what they're doing with it. I appreciated the effort that they put into the battle system. I appreciated the effort that they put into the characters and the classes and the job systems. And from what I heard, though, a lot of this game, the combat style, and I could be wrong, but I heard that a fair amount of it came from Bravely Default, and that Bravely Default inspired a lot of the mechanic style that they used for this. as far as like the limit breaks, the shield breaks, the weaknesses, stuff like that. I have no idea. I haven't played that game. If that's the case, then I need to play that game, because I thought this game was awesome. I thought they did a really good job at making a game that makes the grinding fun, because man, grinding in JRPGs is rough, especially nowadays, because a lot of classic JRPG franchises have evolved. I mean, even the standard Final Fantasy franchise has evolved. So at some point, it can be a little rougher on the edges to go back and play those games. And another thing with JRPGs too is that they got caught in a holding pattern of their own, sort of self-indulgence, because the real reason that JRPGs existed the way they did was because back in the day with Dragon Warrior, the people who created that were huge fans of like Wizardry and those kind of games, and I think Ultima as well. And so they wanted to create a game that allowed to have the role-playing and dice rolling elements at a console that was limited in technology, but would give them the opportunity to oh yeah, let's bust out, dude. This move's fun. They'll probably kill him. Yeah. But that was the thing, is that the oh screw it, let's just attack this guy a bunch of times. Save the SP. But yeah, so anyways, when they created Dragon Warrior, they wanted to be able to, because when you play like an RPG, there's dice rolls, there's elements like one strike may do different damage depending on criticals and different stuff like that, and so you have those issues going into it, in that there's so many variables in a RPG, excuse me. And so let's do a little bit of healing here with my boy. There we go. Nice. Alphen's the shit, dude. What a great character. But there's so many variables, and so to make those variables work, they basically created, sort of that JRPG system of save here, of being able to basically choose an attack, press a button, and make it happen. And so that was done based on limited technology, and then they never really grew the technology for years and years and years, because the games were successful. Alright, we'll get back to that in a second. Yes, the storylines, man. The storylines in this are so funny. They're just like a bad movie. I just love it. I love what they did. They're comical. He's dead, of course. I mean, he's been chained to a wall, bro. You think he's gonna be alive? There's a pentagram on the floor and a guy chained to a wall, and you expect him to be strapping and ready to go. Gotta love it. Probably his blood, bro. It's probably his blood. Get him, scholar. Get him with those scholarly skills. Oh, no way. Oh, man. Alright. Gemstones, rock and roll. Crush it. Yep, just what I said. Oh, no, not the myriad hues. Oh, man. Love it. Get him, Cyrus. Nope, clearly not, man. He's Illuminati born and raised. That's who you're dealing with here, bud. This guy's rocketed at those owl parties in California with Oprah. Oh snap! Who's still alive? Let's go. Yeah. Only free her if she's going to help us fight the boss. If she's not going to help us fight the boss, just let it ride.
Just a scholar.
I don't think that's going to work on him, Cyrus. Oh my god, I love it.
And these strange glyphs, are they not runes of high horn?
Alright, high Hornbergian. Alright. Common knowledge.
The tomes of ancient Hornberg were lost long ago. But how could a self-respecting academic perform such?
Ha ha. Seems you're more.
Oh, he's powering up.
Yes?
Watch out now. Watch out now.
You know what's best for you.
Well, since you asked.
I like how this dude just says, F it. Since you asked so nicely, screw it.
I would have minded picking your brain.
I love it.
Settle for
So good. I'll have to settle for sucking your blood. You know, I haven't played this game in so long I forgot what this dude looked like. I love that he's got a flask of blood and a sickle with blood. He's just, look at this guy, man. He's about ready to sell you a used Prius. Let's go. Alright. Let's go fireball. Let's see if this fool is a fireball. I can't remember what he's weak to, and I didn't look it up online ahead of time, so call me crazy. Let's do some SP Thief. The nice thing with the Steel SP is you can hit him, and then you get your SP back, so you're really not losing anything. So, she's got the hunter skills too. I don't think this guy's weak to arrows. I feel like he's weak to like this bullshit. Let's see. I might have to start using Cyrus's like whatever it's called, because this dude probably does damage. Oh, that son of a bitch! All right, let's see. Come on. Let's do that, because we don't know what any of these fools are weak to. Of course. Oh, and he can't be shielded. That's some bullshit. Let's just do this.
I appreciate it.
Of course, they're not vulnerable to shit. Son of a bitch.
Bring it on.
Alright, Cyrus, you gotta... Does this guy have... He doesn't have the deal ice. Wait, those are the wrong ones. Scholar skills. Yeah, let's analyze.
What have we here?
Okay, he's weak to swords. Let's do one of these guys. We need to know what they're weak to. Oh, light. Okay, that's helpful since none of my guys use light. You know what? I wonder if this guy's weak to spears. Nope. Just had to play around a little bit with it. And if this guy... Let's hit this fool. At least do some damage to him. Light. So he's got one more. Alright, I dig it. These guys aren't doing that much damage. See, that's why I leveled up. I put all these guys in like the 30s because I just... see if he's weak to axe. Yeah! Now we know what this fool's weak to. Oof, that's a brutal shot right there. I will go with... Let's do First aid. Cyrus needs it. He needs to be strong. These other guys can hang, but Cyrus is just doesn't have that much life. Okay. Let's hit all these dudes with this.
Time to steal the show.
Oof! Miss? Oh my god. That's no bueno. And then see if I do. Yeah. Okay, now we know what these fools are weak to. Alright. Let's go. You know what? I have an item. Let's use this item. I know I've got an item that can ice, fire, thunder, wind. Oh man. Deals dark damage, deals light damage. Ooh, deals light damage. Well, oh. Come on. There you are. Let's do it. Need to make a comeback here. These guys are going to beat me because I spent all my time goofing around. Alright.
That'll do it.
Gotta get Theron back up and running because he's my boy. Because these guys do little damage. It's just when he does like his big damage. That's when he messes people up. Alright. Man, that's the thing that I think it. Oh, that's why. Okay. Let's wreck that fool. I think he's just somebody that can't. Yeah, I'm messing this whole battle up. I might have to redo it. Let's see. I'm just rocking this battle all wrong. Nice. There we go. Gotta get some turns back against these assholes. Let's see. Hunter skills. That's not gonna do shit. Oh, she can't. Whatever. Just get him out of the turn pool. There we go. And then apothecary skills. You know what? Let's concoct. See, this is why this dude is badass. Large volume. Essence of grape. Because he can just heal everybody like that, dude. He's fucking badass. In one turn. Let's see. I need to start attacking this boss or else I'm not gonna... Oh, what? That's bullshit. I can't do anything with that. Yeah, I need to get these dudes out of here. Because I can't boost. Let's do Firestorm again. Yeah, I'm not doing that much damage to these guys.
All right.
And then... let's go... let's use Firestorm too.
Scorch the earth.
Just try and work some heat on these guys. Ooh, what a jerk. Dang, dude, he might kill Tressa. Oh, Tressa's about to die, man. She's gonna get torqued over. Oh, she's gone. Alright, let's fix this problem. All that crap went away, so... man, dude, those guys in the front are not dying. That is some crazy bullshit. Alright. I really need to kill these guys. Problem is that dude in the front, he's just not dying. Alright. Or he's not opening up. Let's go with... I feel like I need to really take some people out of the turn pool here. There we go. That's what I needed. I kind of went about this strategy the wrong way because I had to analyze everything so much. Let's see. Feel like so I'm gonna have him. So I'll get Alphen back later. All right, so let's do that. Let's go. Fireball.
All things raise.
Save the big ones for when I gotta awaken their shields. There we go. Steal some hit points back from these fools. But yeah, going back to way earlier, I was never a big JRPG guy growing up, and there's a few that I played here and there, but I never really got like super into them. And let's revive her. But as I got older, there were some JRPGs I got into through different friends, but they were ones that always had like the only JRPGs I really get into are ones that have a twist, whether it's like Pokemon with the collecting and the battle system, this with the unique battle system, Fire Emblem. And Fire Emblem is a tactics game. It's not classic like Final Fantasy, Dragon Warrior JRPG. Those type of games really get to me because they're strategy. I like puzzle games, I like strategy games, and I like games that give you, something other than just, pressing X to win, right? Like I like a little bit of variety, so.
Here goes nothing.
Let's see. I feel like I'm gonna need to concoct if I'm gonna win this here. Large volume, essence of grape. Let's do this. There we go, nice. Theron, man, I just feel bad for this fool. If I could take that guy out of the turn pool. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with Wildfire on this guy. Because that's the thing with this game is it's like, with the boss fights, they do a good job of kind of making you think like, oh, well, do you want to work on one guy and get him out of the turn pool, or do you want to deal with, trying to do a lot of damage?
Let's get down to work. Scorch the earth.
I know I probably should have healed, but I just really wanted to make this guy. He should. Yes! Yes! Screw this dude. I'm so sick of him. Watch, he's gonna bring out more. Oh, he didn't bring anybody out! How do you like them apples, you piece of trash? Alright. Let's go. Does he have a different weapon? Oh! Cyrus, big blade! Even though he can't do anything with it. Let's go. Let's just do this. Let's just hit him hard. Yes, there we go. Now he's out. He's out for at least a few. And let's go HP, no, SP Thief.
I appreciate it.
And then I'll save up for that big attack that I could probably try and nail him with. Let's do this. See if we can boost up my dudes. There we go. Yeah, see, that's good. I need that. And let's go. See, he's weak, but the thing is, I feel like it's just more powerful to hit him with those than with an attack that does no HP damage, even though it's not his weakness. You know what I mean? Let's go with. There we go. Now he's gonna do some craziness. And he hit us with that.
Bring it on.
Some defense down bullshit. I feel like even though, yeah, I gotta concoct. Soothing dust. Just keep everyone's health up. Yeah, as far as some of my favorite JRPGs, I would definitely put Suikoden up there. I love the collecting of people. I would say Fire Emblem, the one that had Crom, that one was a lot of fun, man. I really dug that one. Let's see, do I want to... Yeah, let's do this and steal some more SP. Nice. Does a lot of damage anyways. But yeah, that was the thing that attracted me to this game, was that it had more of a variety to the combat system. And I dug that a lot. Let's see, what can we do with Tressa? I think we're just going to have to go with the standard attack here. Nice. Oh, I hate when they miss. Man, this guy coming at me with this bullshit. Alright. Oh, son of a... Wrong attack. Damn it. I hate when you... That's the thing, too, is sometimes this... The Pro controller, it sometimes it doesn't do its job. There we go. It's just... Yeah, just get this guy out of the pool. And... Merchant skills. Yeah, she can deal with her own status ailments.
Here goes nothing.
There we go. Yeah, he needs some SP back.
All right. Let's get down to work.
Let's go with lightning.
Let the thunder roll.
Just take as much damage on this guy as we can, you know. Let's see. All right. Let's just go with. Let's just do more of this.
I appreciate
If I can build back up and I can do that big attack later, I can probably donate a battle point too. Let's do that.
For you.
And I'm sure, you know, I'm sure I'm doing this wrong, but whatevs. I just really, you know, do what I do. Let's go with... There we go. Whittle this guy down. Whenever he can't bring out his minions, that's when we're able to, you know, rock this guy out here. Nice. And, oh, see? That's what I'm saying, man. Sometimes this controller gets wonky. There we go. I can keep taking this dude out of the turn pool here. And let's go with... Alright. Yes. Let's rock this out.
time to steal the show.
See, that one's nice because it does a ton of damage. Let's see.
Now, what next?
Let's try this.
Get his SP back up while I have a chance.
Bring it on. Here goes nothing.
There we go. Get them both ready for the next round. Oh shit, this dude's missing, man. He's gonna keep getting worked over. He keeps missing like that.
My turn.
Nice.
Here we go.
Just in case I miss with the first one. There we go. But this game, you know, that is one thing also about this game that made me excited, is that it's showing that JRPGs are willing to evolve. They're willing to do more. They're willing to do some innovations and not just stick to their laurels. I mean, look at Final Fantasy 15 and that game. I mean, with all the issues that game had, because I mean, you can say what you want about how many copies it sold and all that, but at the end of the day, they spent like what, a decade making that game, and I mean, they spent so much time making that game. And no matter what they sold, I don't know if they'd ever make their money back. I mean, they spent so much. And so these type of games that innovate and give them new things and don't cost a ton of money to make are important to them. Because you know they're going to spend a ton of money on that Marvel game. And if that game's not a monster hit, you know, let's donate a battle point.
For you.
You know, if that game's not a monster hit, that's going to be really tough on their company.
Here I go.
Let's see. Nice.
All right.
Almost running out of these. I had to buy a ton of those for this. Let's go Aber's Reckoning, baby.
Time to steal the show.
Nice. Just does a lot of damage, even though it doesn't really, like, hit him enough times to weaken the shield. But
I appreciate it. Really.
it does a lot of damage, and he's weak to it, so. But yeah, if JRPGs keep coming out like this, like the Fire Emblem Three Houses, you know, Final Fantasy 15 being updated, you know, that's good. I think that, you know, with RPGs, with the rise of Western RPGs, there's been a lot of change in the RPG industry that's been good because it's needed it. I mean, there's been, you know, for how long have we watched and seen just the same old games ho-hum come out? And unfortunately now we're kind of seeing it again, and this is common in games. People who think that games were just made better back in the day are kidding themselves. Every game generation has a genre that gets exploited into oblivion. I mean, look at during like the N64 era, you know, third person platforming, you know, Mario 64 games were exploited into oblivion. Super Nintendo side-scrolling platform games, you know, obviously later on first-person shooters were a huge one. You know, in the PS2 era, I'm sure, you know, second-person action games was another big one. You know, there's always these games that get exploited, and right now in this generation, it's, you know, quote-unquote open-world games. Those are the ones that get exploited right now. Every company's just trying to make money, and you know, it is what it is. And open-world games are the big exploit right now. That's the one that they think they can hang their hat on. And hopefully in the future, we'll see, you know, a better versions of those games. I mean, you've already got games coming out that are bucking the trends, right? Like you have a game like Outer Worlds that has come out, and people are saying it's better than the Fallout games, and that's huge because the Fallout games are like, you know, a monolith, you know, the Megazord stomping through the city and owning that genre, and now you've got opportunities. Well, let's hit this guy with some axe shots. Yeah, you know, now you've got these other games coming out that are trying to, you know, dethrone them. And Outer Worlds is a game I'm going to play. I've got the Xbox Game Pass for PC, and I'm going to play Outer Worlds. So, you know what, let's donate a battle point to Theron. You know, with Outer Worlds, I'm going to play it, I'm going to stream it, I'm going to upload it because I think it looks like a great game. Who knows, when I play it, it could end up being trash. I don't know, I haven't played it myself personally, but there's a lot of good recommendations coming out for it. A lot of people think that it's a really fun game, and I'm excited to try it out. I'm excited to see someone, you know, bring something else to the table. So, oh, is Last Stand the one where I hit him twice? screw it, let's go for it. But yeah, I'm excited to see that game. And I mean, Fallout 76 is like the biggest disaster. I mean, my goodness, what a disaster that game is. Like, it's just, you couldn't be any more of a disaster if you tried. And it's their own fault, you know. As a company, they're just losing touch with their fans, and I get it, you're a company, you need to make money, but it's like, at some point you have to remember like how important your fans are, and you know, they have their diehards. Like the whole Bethesda Fallout 76 thing reminds me a lot of the WWE right now. Like essentially with Fallout 76, you have your fans that are super into the product, they love Bethesda, you know, they're big fans of Bethesda, because to be fair, Bethesda has gained a lot of goodwill out of games they've made that are good. And unfortunately now, you have a situation where they're going back on a lot of what made them great in the name of trying to make a quick buck. And that's going to hurt. It's going to hurt them. There's no way around it. But, you know, that's their prerogative. And if they want to take the goodwill and their rise into being a AAA developer and flush it down the toilet, I mean, that's on them, man. More power to them. I think it's a bad decision. You know, there's certain games of Bethesda's I've really enjoyed, but Fallout 76 isn't going to be one of them. And the reason why I think a lot of those fans remind me of current WWE fans is because Fallout 76, you know, like I said, they have this goodwill and people are really into their products. And it's like they're looking at the game and giving them a grace period because, you know, X, Y, and Z reason of goodwill built. But at the end of the day, let's see, yeah. At the end of the day, it's, you know, a bad game. And people are, oh, the poison got him! Got him! But yeah, people are just opining for the good days. They're opining for the glory days. They're willing to give them a break because they're saying, hey, like, we trust these guys to pull it out. You know, and that was the same thing with WWE. People watch WWE, they think it's great, you know, or they kid themselves into thinking it's great because they want it to be good again. I went through the same thing as a fan of theirs. You know, when the product was boring during the Cena Batista days and it wasn't as interesting, you know, I kept hoping it would get better, and then CM Punk came around and the product got better. And then they squashed that, and the product got worse, and I kept watching, and then I just remember at a certain point being like, why am I watching this? It's not entertaining, and so I just stopped. And then, you know, I started watching NXT. You know, I watched other stuff. I watched New Japan. I was watching, you know, Being the Elite, and now AEW, and like, you know, you look at the situation with Fallout 76, it's similar to what's going on with WWE and AEW. Like, luckily for us, we're in a marketplace and a gaming situation right now where even if a company like Bethesda that kind of monopolizes that space, there are other companies that can come out and create great content, you know, despite the fact that there are these other companies around supposedly doing it better and supposedly no one can compete. You know, there's all these games coming out. Greedfall, I mean, you're seeing more opportunities for other game makers to do new things and be outside of AAA. And what's funny is these AAA developers, a lot of them started in the middle market and had a big hit and blew it up. And they're forgetting to continue to make new games. They're just reiterating off their old games. Like, you have to have a balance. Like, you have to have that balance of being experimental and being ready to create new things on a meager budget. Like, you know, an example would be with Nintendo when they were trying to figure out what to do with Zelda. They made A Link Between Worlds on the 3DS, which is a lot cheaper to make, but it allowed them to experiment with new ideas so that when they worked on Breath of the Wild, they could create some things and it gave them room to grow, right? If you look at, you know, Link's Awakening, they remade that, but there's probably a reason. It's probably also to take things from that game and to learn so they can use them. That's, you know, what a lot of companies do. They'll make these middle market games. I mean, think about what was going on with Call of Duty back in the day. It was like you used to have the Treyarch one, and then you had the Infinity Ward one. and the Treyarch one would do some stuff, and the Infinity Ward would do some stuff, and they'd kind of learn and steal from each other a little bit. And as a big company, that's what you need. And if you look at Bethesda as a big company, they don't have that. Tell me what they have. Like, they're not, you know, you could say Prey was an experimental game. I don't think so. That game was meant to be a big AAA game. Every game they come out with is like this big AAA game in its own genre, and they need to be able to experiment in, you know, the middle market and different games and try something new. They need to be able to do that, and right now they're not, and they're suffering for it. But luckily for us, there's other games out there that are crushing it. So, you know, long story short, I'm going to play The Outer Worlds, and I ain't going to go anywhere near Fallout 76. I'm going to watch some All Elite Wrestling, and I'm not going to go anywhere near WWE until they make better products. Just vote with your wallet. All right, back to this riveting tale. I love it. They just showed up, chick's dead, and they're like, nah, screw it, let's just leave. We're good. Oh, there's a book. Get that book, Cyrus. From the far reaches of hell. From the far reaches of hell. It's an abridged. This game, oh my god. It's an abridged copy translated into the modern tongue. So when the occultists were trying to make a book, they were like, well, we can't put it on Wikipedia yet because we're in olden times, so let's abridge that sumbitch and modernize it. Jeez. Regions required, blah, blah, blah. The blood crystals. Yeah, you can't forget about the blood crystals, man. Those are, you know. Yes. Well, duh. I mean, don't get me wrong. I dig this story, but it is funny. Oh, snap! She's alive! Sitting up like the Undertaker over there. Goodness. Goodness. Who are you? Yes, shake that 16-bit head.
Excuse me.
Oh, here we go, baby. Fill her in. Backfill. Wooing a poor girl just awakened from a coma. Yeah. Cyrus, you know, he's just trying to get his swerve on. How dare you save that woman? Odette, man. Hook him up, man. He can shoot lightning from the sky. You're gonna tell this guy no?
Thusly. Indeed.
Now you'll help. He only saved a chick from like the occult. Some blood, gonna get brewed bloodbath. He saved her, and now he's, you know, now she's like, oh, well, I'll do it now because there's something in it for me. God. No, that's just what he says when he sneezes. Oh, snap.
Which means that
Stone God. Yes,
yes.
I see.
All right. All right, well, we're going to leave it there. Well, actually, you know what? Let's hear some travel banter up in this, and then we'll call it. Yeah, he's pissed because you took him into the sewers to fight, you know, Dr. Kevorkian in his lair. Yeah, duh, he's pissed. People ain't tools. Well, some people are. The disposition of their heart. I love that they make Alvin like this hick. It's like, I'm trying to learn. I mean, his voice doesn't sound like that, but like his ain't no this, that, and the other. Yeah, something. Need to wash my hands or something. I will learn much from this man. He is the only one who seems to understand the fact that we just went in and watched a man chain people to a wall. But I'm totally chill about it. Alright, peeps. I'm gonna roll out here. Just beat the boss. Let's see. Next one, we'll knock out some Trissa. And after we knock, well, it looks like we still got some chapter 2 for him. We'll make sure that's clear off the board, and then we'll knock out Trissa, and I'll also be posting some Outer World stuff coming up in the future. So enjoy yourselves, and I will see you next time.